Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, this is episode 2 of season 2 of The Witcher. Hopefully, guys enjoyed the first episode. It was a really good reintroduction back into the series after a pretty long absence. So if you are new and you're checking out the channel today, the episode will be free in the description below. That is the same for every single video that is uploaded to the channel. You can watch it free when it's released onto the YouTube, or you can subscribe to the Patreon and watch it before, in advance, before we release them. So just a little bit of bonus there if you want to go and check it out. But last episode, really good. Like I said, good introduction back. We started where we left off. The battle that they had at the end of season 1, where Yennefer absolutely set everybody on fire and was kind of, well, was introduced to the possibility that she may be gone. You know, like everybody was looking for her, they were screaming for her. She wasn't there. They said that the casualties from that burn, that spell that she done, was 30,000 people had died. Madness, mate. That shows how powerful she is. And obviously they've been searching for her, but they couldn't find her body and they assumed she was dead. Well, luckily for us, mate, and them possibly in the future, and hopefully for Geralt as well, that she isn't dead. She's still alive. She's still captured. And is it Mimi? She's the one that's still got her. And she was saying, look, she's going to take her back to her camp and she's going to give it, you know, a pretty much like, look, mate, I know that we had a war and we kind of lost, but here's Yennefer, you know, like, take this as our apology. And Yennefer was like, mate, you think that they're going to accept you just walking back like this with open arms? No chance. You know, you lost the fight. She said, mate, we never come to win, we come to liberate. And Yennefer was like, well, your head's going to roll as soon as my head rolls. So, you know, your choice there, come back and join us. That's what she was saying. Now, what's interesting is obviously Yennefer's crew as well. They have got an elf. They've got him tied up. She was infiltrating his mind. She was trying to get his memories. I thought the acting was really good in that as well. She was like, mate, you think you felt pain? You hadn't felt nothing yet. And she was holding his head and you could see it. He was getting obviously weaker and weaker. The pain was getting worse and worse and no sound was coming out of his mouth, mate. She was like, look, mate, this sound, your screams, they're not even going to start. You might think this hurts, but it is going to get much worse. And the visuals was sick as well. Like I said, Geralt and is it CIRI? They've met each other now and they're on a mission. I'm not too sure where actually they're going. I don't know if they're in search of Yennefer. They was at the start anyway, but they're saying that she's possibly dead. And obviously they just carried on going. I think he's actually going back to his hometown. And she was saying that I've never heard of it. And he's like, good, that's what we want, mate. You know, back in the day, we had somebody come in, we trusted some people and it didn't work out for us. And the whole village nearly got took out. So now it's quiet and now it's a place that we keep hush hush. He ended up obviously on the way, going past the tap where he's going to his friends. You know, he was going to stop off at his friends because of blizzard, the storm was going on. They went to a town, deserted, dead, no guards, nothing. Thought it was a bit strange. When he got to his friend's house, obviously he's there, but he's transitioned into a beast. He was explaining that some witch has cast a spell on him and he's destined to look like this forever with no human companionship, you know, to be lonely. Well, what was interesting is we did see a female figure in that house and he was saying it's just a pet, don't worry about it. And he was being dead sketchy as well, you know, they was constantly asking questions, he was dodging them, he wasn't answering them, he was giving, well, he's just giving off like lying vibes, to be honest. And it turns out he was lying because the person that we did see was actually a monster, but he was fine with her being there because obviously, like I said, it's the closest thing to a companion that he's had. And even though she's taken out everybody in the village, she chose to stay with him and not kill him. He only lets her feed on her, like, he only lets her feed on him and she stays around. And he also turns a blind eye pretty much when she possibly kills new people coming. Well, Geralt, mate, he took a spell. He got his monster hunting vibes back on and he had a good battle. She was casting like sonic booms. He was blocking it. He pinged her across the room. Good scrap going on. He ended up obviously, well, his mate ended up stabbing her, to be honest, in the back. And then I don't think he really wanted her to be dead. But then Geralt came over and just absolutely whipped her head right off. It was crazy. And then they left. So, I mean, it was a really good episode. The ending was good as well. Like I said, Mimi and Yennefer, they was going through the woods. Whole party got ambushed. Everybody got like killed from like javelins or something, and them two was left standing. So I mean, hopefully we start off with a good little battle at the start of this episode, but who knows, the last one was really good anyway, and hopefully we carry on where we left off. So thanks so much for clicking on today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into episode 2 of season 2 of The Witcher.
I can't wait to grow up together.
Oh, check this. The family she might have always dreamed of, eh? Oh. Check this.
Give her to me.
Yo, I liked that. I did.
I'm moving away from Sintra. Fuck.
Finally, an honest response.
She's having banter with him. They also took him, mate, literally.
They look like Arathusa, built by elves to honor the prophet. You set fire to them in the early wars.
Better lost to history than human.
What is this place?
Keep behind me. You keep your mouth shut.
Nilfgaard's fight is with the northern kingdoms, not with the elves. Set us free, and we promise to grant you
This one was a captive of Nilfgaard.
Do you honor our elders? If you ever shed a tear over anything elven, string them up. You don't need our people anymore, Philivandrel. Once we find what we're looking for, we ship their heads back to Arathusa as a reminder of elven glory.
I reckon, well, I don't reckon they're going to die, but I reckon she's making a mistake. See, I don't understand how they ride the horse in this weather. Like, I can't even hack the cold air in England.
How many did you say there were?
I didn't.
He did say he was attacked, didn't he? And he lost a lot of people.
I'm sure.
Gonna get a hug.
Where the fuck have you been?
We thought you got lost.
Wolf. You're home. Finally.
Vesemir.
He's home!
It's nice to see though, isn't it? Like, family. Look at everybody, how much they respect each other.
Each of your phases is cause enough for celebration.
Here's to another winter together.
To forgetting the fucking path!
Oh, here we go.
Fucking night. Who's ready?
Thou lasted 6 hours. I'd have got the fucker too, if I hadn't lost my Alexis.
Haven't crossed a leshy in a while.
I'll count yourselves lucky, unless you're aching for the sting of one of their fucking roots.
Fire through the heart. 6 hours in, that didn't occur to you?
Oh, check it out when I laugh, mate. He's not gonna be happy with that.
Who the hell are you?
Princess Cirilla of Sintra. Pleasure to meet you.
So I like the confidence, mate. You should have a little sip of a drink as well. I put it down there. It's like Princess Cirilla, mate. His face looked pretty good, man. He's got some battle scars. Now, what I've noticed about them in that place there, there's no females. So, they live somewhere else, or is this just like a, what would you call it? Like a meeting point for all the fighters, the witches, whatever's. Do you know what I mean? Like all the warriors. Did he come here when they're passing or whatnot? It is interesting to see. She proper stands out because she is the only female there right now. 6-hour battle as well. Are they going to believe it? Are they not? You know, I don't know. I didn't really read that vibe, like whether or not like they thought he was telling the truth. But it's interesting. He looks like he could be, you know, a fiery one. I would not have that balance.
You promised you wouldn't claim the child.
I had to save her.
I know.
You have to, don't you? Destiny, that's what they said, man. Destiny always finds its way.
Survived the wholesale slaughter of her kingdom. How?
I asked. She lied. Witchers watch for answers. I brought her here so she'd be safe. And now I can help her.
You say that. Remember what happened the last time witches shoved their noses into the dramas of courts and kingdoms.
She can do magic, can't she? Like, if I recall, was it the last episode of season 1? Was she knelt on the grass and screaming? Did she send out like a sonic boom or something when she stood up? The whole field was like black around her. I'm just trying to remember now the last few scenes that she was in where she actually physically done something. Because I know that the battle was going on and they did tell her to flee, didn't they? It was her mum and dad, I believe, that got killed in the fight.
I'm just exploring. Told Geralt I'd find a good room.
Isn't the castle? Your Highness, they're all shells.
Tisea said elven mages were dead.
She was wrong. Or lied. Neither's a shock. You were having a nightmare earlier.
Night terrors are common after battle. Do you think now's the time to start sharing stories about
Do
dreams?
you really think I'm asking? Because I personally give a shit.
A black robe.
I've dreamt of one in red, and her elven mage dreams of one in white. What matters is we can use this to our advantage.
We need to talk to Francesca.
We need to gain favor first.
Perhaps the others in Temeria or Redalia are having more luck.
They lick the boots of humans. The same boots that will eventually crush their necks. Even our caves at the edge of the world have fallen to monsters. But we mustn't lose faith in a bright elven future. The white robe hides her face. But I know it's Itheline, our most sacred prophet.
I've never heard it sung with words. A man I knew, he said it was to guide lost elves home.
Those I've lost, yes. Dead elves and orphaned elves. The White Flame intend to hand Zinthrea back when he's done dancing on Calanthe's grave.
If I remember right, the bard's songs claim that you were king of the elves.
My people turned to Francesca after I failed to beat Calanthe. They needed faith.
Faith's a simple medicine for desperate souls.
Seduction whilst charming. It lacks the cunning of your father's blood.
Yes, well, he was half elf.
We've dreamt of robed figures too. If you free us, perhaps we can work together.
Perhaps we're the key.
We found something!
Close.
You know that he's a little bit intrigued though. You got to keep poking it, aren't you? You got to keep sticking it, keep prodding it. You got to keep saying bits of info to drag him in, entice him in a little bit at a time. Now, which one's having the dreams? Is he having the vision of the white hooded person, or is she having the vision of the white hooded? I think she might be having the vision. That's why they're all like listening to her, like, weh, because he was saying he was the leader. Then he went to battle. He didn't win. They got desperate. Well, not desperate, but they looked for, you know, a new source or someone else who could bring their faith back, and it fell on her. Now, obviously, she was bossing him around before. Obviously, I could tell that he don't like that, even though he still said, mate, I'm doing everything that you asking. But it's not a good idea. We've been here for absolutely ages, and these people here, we can keep them. They'd be pretty good prisoners. And she was like, no, string him up, kill them. So, again, it's interesting. I don't think, obviously, well, I was going to say, I know they're not going to die, but you should never say never in TV shows. But I'm pretty certain that they're not going to die and he's going to help them out.
Hides in forest.
Dying out, though, because they can't reproduce. Any you come across will have been around since the conjunction.
Is that what we'll be doing here then? Studying monsters. Training?
Training
Oh, she wants to.
is dangerous.
So it's the man with the black winged helmet.
And you want to kill him?
I hate him.
Do you reckon he's searching for a better answer?
We kill to save lives. Do you understand?
As rats.
Means it's one of the warm ones. Stay here.
You know,
Somebody else
since winter,
returned.
I went to parties
Cirilla.
all the...
She's going to start digging on that claw, isn't she? She's not going to stand around there. She's going to dig herself.
I hope there's a plaque to commemorate your greatness.
You shouldn't be here.
I hear that you have a daughter now.
She's not my daughter.
You'd have the boys eating out of her hand.
No, he's not happy with that, look.
And he says he's not a father.
Innit?
What is this? They shouldn't be here.
So one of my regular clients, the druid, he was telling me Leshy's giant talking trees.
We don't pay for talk.
I reckon he's infected.
Let's go. What are you doing? And you can drown that pain with whomever you want. Just not here.
Me and the boys, we come back here, all banged up. And what do you come back with? When I find a princess, the last thing I want to do is play knight.
Let's go. Go to bed.
He's absolutely massive, him, isn't he? He's so big. Ah, mate, he would have lost that fight. Right. Henry Cavill is Peckzilla. He has literally probably got the biggest chest I've ever seen. The guy is massive. He is so big.
On your feet. Up! Do you humans ever stop talking?
What is this?
Runes of some sort. The conjunction of the spheres.
You know, it's amazing how people do stuff like this, isn't there?
Your dreams. Tell me.
Show us yours first. This works both ways now.
Itheline guides me clear the labyrinth, where I see the sun rise on a new elven kingdom.
I can't see him, he's hooded. He just returned to Nilfgaard to kill the usurper.
What are you doing?
It's elder speech, but primitive.
He used to scare us with stories about the witch in the woods. She would lure the children in to be boiled and eaten.
It's no coincidence, that is it? Oh, look at this.
Stand guard until we've returned.
Does she and I get a vote on joining your prayer circle?
What do you think?
Nope. Mate, I'd be well cracking it walking down there, wouldn't you? I'm hoping that she becomes really good this season. I'd like a couple of powerful fights that she has with anyone. Monsters.
Newcomers always struggle sleeping their first night. Cliff here was one of the first witchers. One of the oldest monsters, a demon. She wreaked havoc onto the witches. That's what she used to kill him. He taught me everything I know. Made me a witcher.
He was like a father to you, wasn't he? It's your Geralt.
And feed them, train them, Send them out into the world and see who comes back alive. You don't frighten easily.
Geralt said I'd be protected here.
It's hard to do when I don't know who I'm protecting.
It's true though. I mean, from that guy's perspective, it's true. Like he's taking Geralt's word that, you know, like she's decent and they want to protect her. And this guy's not saying no. He's just saying, okay, but who is she? Have we got any background? Do we need protecting from her? What's the deal? That's kind of like what his crack is. Now, obviously, if he finds out she's all right, X, Y, and Z, and then he's still a, you know, bit sketchy, a bit of an arse, then it's different. But right now, he's probably trying to scope her out as much as she's trying to scope them out. So I can understand his point of view and where he's coming from in that aspect. So it's going to be interesting as well. And is this the guy that was about to have, well, tried to have a fight with Geralt and he didn't have a chance today? He was going to get absolutely battered on if he went through with it. Looks like he's going to do something here maybe to this woman though. I feel like the battle that he's had and his shoulder, I feel like he might have got stabbed and it might be spreading blackness in his arm or something, or something's happening to him.
You took on that wouldn't be. Let me take on yours.
Oh. Yo, you know he was saying that they can't reproduce, didn't they? Is that what Geralt said to CIRI before? That there's not many left because they can't, yeah, they can't reproduce. Or maybe it infects this guy. Imagine that he infects him and then he can maybe sleep with someone and reproduce that way. That would be a madness, but that's not going to happen. Mate, that visual again was really good. Pretty disgusting, but really good.
If you dreamt of Emir, why were you so terrified when you woke?
I'm in the dark. There are people over me, touching me. I can't see them, I can't stop them, so I just lay there and let them.
I can't believe this was underneath a statue.
The deathless mother nesting in dreams. Turn your back to the forest. Hunt, hunt.
They called us spying. It's their first night here. What did you expect?
I was hoping she'd do as I say.
Kids never do what you say.
I was in a cell beneath the city when Sintra was sacked. I heard it all. Fire, screams, and death. Same sounds that I heard here as a boy. You were the last surviving Witcher after KAER fell. You and a batch of mutated orphans. Were you ready?
No.
But
You never read it.
Anyway.
I told you how to fend for yourselves.
Yeah, that was a pretty good answer, that, actually. Oh, it's that guy's involved, yeah?
Do what you do best. Stay and fight.
What are you doing? Stay back! Hey!
Don't barge into a girl's room raving about a sword!
She's going to ask loads of questions there, isn't she? I hope she saves me with her magic, mate. Show that she is a proper fighter. Oh, they're in the house now. That was a swift transition. That's oh, here we go. Oh, check this, mate.
I knew it.
You're not him.
An old wives' tale for children.
I'm not scared. And I don't do help.
Yes. You don't need anyone.
But I can help you.
Power. That's what you live for. You're the desperate one, Yennefer.
The most.
You are not the new son.
The path to true strength lies not in humble faith, but in believing in oneself and
Seizing one's destiny.
How do I save them?
Remove those robes.
This isn't real.
Well, imagine if it were.
You thought you were special. Yours was obvious too.
Then make your ask.
I would rebuild our forces.
You need friends, allies that know this land as if it were their own.
No Northern Kingdom would ally itself with it.
With the elves.
Then you're bringing back the wrong.
A new hope for a brighter future.
You're not Ithilien, are you?
Your ancestors' faith was better than yours. You must live first amongst men.
Why haven't you thought to portal yourself free? You felt it since Sodden. Or rather, haven't.
Held it.
Remember this lesson?
Zelilape. Zelilape.
Fire is
Dangerous magic.
Move, damn it!
Oh, she lost her power.
I'm going to let you beg some more. You will beg me to take it from you.
Oh, check this, mate. Wow, that's right. That scene was so good. But like I said in the intro of season 2, Now, it is quite hard to follow. Like, these kingdom things, I can't remember who's part of whose thingy now, but, like, to me, the woman that was seeing the person in the black, he said that he's taking back the wrong person. So, is he saying don't take your net back, take the elf back, or take the elf's kid back? Do you know what I mean? And then the woman said to the elf that she's got to go and live with men. Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought the whole scene was sick and the visuals was well good, chopping and changing between all of them. And it was like it was manipulating all three into different outcomes. I thought it was maybe try to unite them all as one, but no, it seems like he's trying to pit them against each other. What I took from that is that she's not got much powers right now. And yeah, she's struggling to do it. Now, maybe that person there was saying, ask me what you want me. She might want her ass to get her powers back, and I don't know. But the visuals of her wrist being slit and it bleed, it was really good as well. I thought it was a really good, intense scene. I just don't think I'm smart enough to fully follow everything that they say. Got the reactions, aren't they? Oh, look at him crawling down.
That's cool. Geralt.
Wow, look at him. Yeah, that roll was well good. He said you only kill to protect, didn't he?
Back here, I knew something was wrong.
Looks like a mad creature, him, doesn't he?
Bring my favourite horse to a witcher den. Danica, you fool.
I think that she's going to go out and she's going to help, because he said to her before that, you know, if you're going to kill or something, you kill to save. I can't remember. Like, you saying we don't go out to like murder people. We go out to like protect. That's kind of what he was saying. So I feel like she's going to come and save the day.
Look, we have to stay.
Geralt may be dead already. Witches fight. We run.
Unless she's infected him.
I'm liking that, you know.
We can save you.
Oh, he's killing him, look. The guy was trying to give him enough chance to do it on his own, wasn't he? He didn't want to go that far. Another one down.
You did what you had to do.
He did, man. He held off for as long as he could. Then he was trying to wait to see if he was going to let him go. Oh, they all woke up in different places, you reckon?
It's all right.
You saw her too.
Don't worry, you're free.
You know that evil witch is no god.
I know, but my faith brought me this far. If she really is that evil, why does she let you go?
It's a good question, that, to be fair. So is she going with the elves? I'm loving their relationship.
Are you okay? Come with me.
I'm hoping he's going to train her up me, mate. It's a lot of wastage, that, let's be honest, boys.
When I first came to KAER, Vesemir said to me that the world outside these walls is a dangerous place. Even here, nowhere is safe now. You can find power and purpose.
Come on, man, believe in yourself. Oh, mate, it would have been sick if a bolt just pinged off her then.
Just keep your sword close and keep moving.
Get up on them poles and balance. That's what I'd be like. Yeah, I can't wait to see more of her and me in the rest of the season. Look at the visuals, though. You got to respect it, mate. These are good visuals. Look at all the effort they've done to putting in this. And that is going to wrap up episode 2 of season 2 of The Witcher. Hopefully, guys enjoyed it. I mean, I really liked it. I like the camera angles and everything of this show. Me, I love the makeup, and I kind of like old school vibes. So like, you know, when they're using the horses and they're going to run down broken castles, and obviously like the clothes that they wear. I respect it a lot because that's not the current times that we live in. So a lot of effort goes into making all of this, the snow, the obviously like the old architecture, the buildings, the castles, the fights. It's sick. I really enjoy it. I liked the fight at the end there. I do love a good fight, you know. Every episode needs to have one. It just keeps you engaged and excited. And it looks like he's teaming, well, not teaming up with her, but he's teaching her how to defend herself into battle. You know, like the females before, they were saying the men fight, we hide. Well, no, you know, she's not going to be one of those. If you want to fight, get on that battlefield and get fighting. We've seen, obviously, Yunette do it last season. She was doing magic, though. And, it looks like she's lost the magic. I mean, that, again, the visuals of them going into the forest, going down, you know, down under that statue, going into the house, and all three of them seeing kind of like the same person, but in different bodies, different people speaking to them. But I feel like it was the same entity that was controlling all of them. And I don't know whether, like I said, they're trying to reunite them all as like one team, or whether they're trying to go against them. I don't know. Because like I said to the elves, it told the elf woman that she needs to unite with the humans. And it told, obviously, the human that she needed to join like forces with the elves. And then with Yunette, I'm not too sure what she even was bargaining with there. She was like, ask what do you want? And then I think that she wants her powers back, but I don't know if she was willing to ask for it. It looks like she hasn't got it. I mean, she believes that she was evil, but she was talking to the woman at the end, and she was like, mate, if she was so evil, why did she let you leave? And it's like, well, that's a pretty good counter. I'm not going to lie, it is decent. I just really like the story so far. My wish is, hopefully, you know, like, Yunette's probably trying to run. She's left on her own now. She's obviously not part of all them going in their direction. I'd like to see more of her little crew trying to save her again. Maybe they come into contact with other people and they have a little scrap as well, like quite a lot of the witches. Maybe encounter some of the elves, you know, because like I said last episode, we was digging into one of the elves' minds, and trying to take information out. So is he dead? Did he die in that? Or is he still alive? You know, are the elves going to go and try and get him back? That would be really good to see, you know, like was her dad as well not part of Yunette's crew, and she kind of like betrayed them and she's on that side now? I was saying maybe he's going to cross over, or what? Are they going to clash when they meet each other again? It'd be interesting to find out. But while Yunette's broken off her knees and she's on her own right now, I would love her to either stumble over into Geralt and obviously meet each other again. And she's not got a magic, or whether she trains herself a little bit and builds herself up and gets stronger again, because it does look like they're in total different areas. Where she was, there was loads of trees, it was colourful, there was obviously like it's like autumn or something. Where he is, it's absolutely freezing, snowing, they're way out in the hills. So I mean, the likelihood of them crossing paths right now is very small, but who knows, you never know what's going to happen. Also, I would like to ask is lots more fighting, lots more spells, and keep the visuals going. It's going to be really good. I feel like CIRI, or whatever, she's going to be an exciting character this season. There's only 8 episodes and we're 2 in, and I do feel like we're going to keep picking up and going faster and stronger and better as the story progresses. Now, to me, the story is good. It's just a little bit hard to follow, in my opinion. Someone could think it's dead easy, but you have to remember like all kingdom names, who's fighting who, like Centra, like which gang's part of there, you know, obviously like the Elvish and the humans and the witches and stuff. So like, I understand what's going on, but when they drop names in, when they're trying to describe something, it's hard, you know. Like if they were saying like the King's Landing, and obviously we were saying like Winterfell and stuff like that, at first when I was trying to learn that, I was like, who are we talking about, you know, like what's going on? Takes me ages, me personally, to understand that when they're calling it certain names. If I know they're directly talking about the Elvish and obviously like the witches and humans and the witches and stuff, it's easier. But like I said, I don't really need to know that much. I also need to know is if I'm getting enjoyment out of the episodes, which I am, and hopefully guys are too. So hopefully the next one, like I said, has got a lot of action, a lot of visuals, a lot of fighting, and more storytelling, and I can't wait to dive into it. So thanks so much for clicking on today's episode. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.